Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Shantae, and this is my first episode of my podcast, Love Always Sean. So, um, let me just get into explaining my name, right? So, my name is Shantae, and it's Chantain, and yeah, N as in Nancy. You know, sometimes you gotta spell things out because people hear what they want to hear. But my name is Shantae. I go by Sean for short, and typically I spell it Chan. So of course, people feel like, oh, that's Chan, and let me be the first to tell you that it's not. Okay, it's Sean. um, honestly, I would say it doesn't bother me because I've been getting it my whole life, but it's Sean. And so like I said, this is the first episode of my podcast. I don't have a script laid out. My homegirl, I was just talking to her on the phone before I started, and she asked me, and I was like, no, we're just gonna go with the flow. So, and then much love to you, friend, for your words of encouragement and for praying with me before we started the first episode. It was much needed. Whew. All right, so what should I tell y'all? All right, so I'm probably going to say a lot of likes, a lot of so be patient with me as I just kind of like work through this and figure it out. I think what I wanted to do with the first episode is kind of give people an idea of like who I am and tell a little bit about myself. Don't expect me to get into too many details about my age. I'm not ready for that yet. So if you know, you know, and don't play with me, and we're just gonna leave it at that. All right, so I'm a single mom, living in Florida. I'm just like any other single mom. Well, some of us, I guess you can say. I work a full-time job. I have two businesses that I run and operate outside of my 9 to 5. I have a kid who's active in sports. And I have like two other businesses that I have that are kind of like on pause, but my goal is to pick them back up in the next couple of like months or so. I have like a little goal and a plan that I'm working on to kind of like work into those things. So yeah, and I think my idea for the podcast is just to kind of like build like a sense of community around those things and wanting to people to see like my personality. I had a friend when I was telling her about the idea and how it originally started back in like 2008 before podcasts were even like a thing. And I remember I reached out to my uncle and I was like, you know, I want to build like this sense of like community where women can get together and we can share stories about work, love, sex, you know, relationships, motherhood. And at the time I wasn't a mom, but I just wanted to build that community. And when I tell you like he put together everything for me, and it was called She Gossip. I'm gonna put up like little screenshots of the emails between my uncle and I where we were talking about everything and how he like orchestrated the whole website. But it was called She Gossip. And again, like I just wanted to build like this sense of like community for women to kind of like just get together and just really motivate, encourage, and just like love on each other. And I never went through with it. I never executed it. I never followed up. After the idea, it's just been lingering. And I've gotten to a place in my life where it's like I really want to do everything that makes me happy. And within my own personal life, I have you know, my family and my friends who give me that sense of community where we love and share and encourage and motivate and, you know, just kind of like build each other up. And I just wanted to do it on like a bigger level, like not, and I know, right, because everybody and their mama has like a podcast, we're all doing something, but my girls will find me, my people will find me, and and it's not even my goal to worry about the how or the when. My goal is to just speak and to just talk about my experiences and how I've gained knowledge and how I'm just able to just like gracefully move through life. I think another thing someone said to me recently was like, and it's not even that it was recently said to me, it's the fact that I keep hearing it. So I'm like, I really need to do something with this. Like, my friends tell me all the time, like, or people randomly when I talk about my testimony, they'd be like, you just make this look so easy. And I shrug my shoulders at that, right? Because it's like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just sit and cry and like a damsel in distress and just wait for someone to like lift me up? Now, granted, I may feel like a damsel in distress, but the only person I really rely on to lift me up is God. So I can't sit in that. I can process how I feel and figure out how I got there and what I'm supposed to learn in that moment. And then I just got to pick myself up and just move. One, I have my 10-year-old son who's relying on me, who's depending on me for everything. So I don't get to sulk for too long because, you know, I just got to be that girl. We just do what we got to do. So here I am being vulnerable, you know, and just about to just share my experiences with the entire world and hoping it reach, you know, who it's meant to reach, and just really, really just listening to that inner voice who's telling me to execute this plan. And I'm just going to trust God with it. And whatever happens from here, happens from here. I can't hold on to the plan or the idea anymore. Like I give it to God and we just gonna do the damn thing, y'all. So hopefully if this finds you, this is your place. If not, that's fine too. I prepared myself to the best of my abilities for the good, the bad, the ugly, and like I said, it's in God's hands, and we're just gonna leave it there. And it is what it is. But yes, welcome aboard. You know, I bet people wonder, like, how is it that, you know, you make shit work? And I think for me, it's like when you get to the end of a goal or a plan that you've been working so hard for, or when you're going through a season in your life and you're just like, how the fuck, or how in the world am I going to get myself through this? Or how am I going to get myself out of this problem? And then before you know it, you're in a different season of your life. And then you glance back and you're like, damn, I was just crying on my hands and knees, or wondering how I was going to keep gas in my car, or, you know, wondering how I'm going to get out this relationship. And then in the blink of an eye, you're not even that same person anymore. And you're in a completely different position. You're in a completely different space. And everything has changed. And it's almost like you forgot that you were just hurting. When I tell you guys, I have so many experiences in life that entails just that. And the only thing that I can really do is give praises to God for bringing me through, for trusting that, like, this wasn't the end all be all. Like, my story is still being written. There's so many things I still have to do. This is not the end of the world, and it won't be the last time I'm going through a trial or a tribulation, or something is going on in my life where I just feels like, how in the hell am I gonna get through it? Like, it's not the last. But I've learned that with each situation, to just embrace it for whatever it is and figure out what it is that I need to learn in that moment or in that season. So once I get through it, it's like a deep breath. And if I've learned something and I can share it with somebody, like what I want to be able to do here with you guys. And then just, yeah, I did that shit. I did that shit. It's something great about it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's something great about it. Yeah, so I'm hoping that my podcast and vlog, like, just opens up a whole nother world of, like, you know, like I said, a sense of, like, community. Yeah. Anyways, so I have like a whole like plan set up. I have ideas that I've written out on how I want this thing to like flow. I am gonna have guests. If anybody's wondering, is she ever gonna have guests on the show? Yes. And my friends are already calling and texting, you gotta have me on, you gotta have me on. I got y'all. Also planning to do like Q&As where, like, for, you know, anybody who just have questions that I could possibly like answer. Again, like building like a sense of community. I may not know, it may not be something I experienced experienced personally, but maybe I know somebody who has and they don't mind me sharing their story. Or hey, we could just pray about it. Just pray about it, and I can just motivate and encourage you and help see you through, because that's just who I am. I'm a girl's girl. But yeah, so it's gonna be a wild ride, y'all, and I can't be more excited. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to myself in a sense, but like, to you listening, and I can't be more excited about what's gonna happen, what's this gonna entail, like, yeah, so you guys will see like my personality, which I'm wild, free spirit, wild, fun, very direct and blunt, and just crazy. Just crazy. So you'll get to see my personality, which is another thing I just want to share with the world. I'm very funny. I feel like I questioned myself in that moment whether or not I was funny, but I know that I'm funny. There's different levels of funny. So I think I'm on like a level 3 or 4 of funny. So yeah, like just those things. Like, I'm just excited. I don't know. What else can I tell y'all? So I love to read. I love shopping. I like to travel. I've just been getting into like this travel girl thing in the past like 2 or 3 years or so. I kind of have like this thing with flying, but I've taught myself that in order for me to get over that fear, I got to get on the goddamn plane. So fly me out, or whatever the case may be. My girls are planning a trip. Count me in, like those type of things. Or hey, I want to go to this concert, or I want to do something. I'm booking the flight. I'm booking the hotel, and I'm on my way. I'm on the way. Like, count me in. So, yeah, I have 2 littles, which I have 2 little sisters. I have my friends, like who said, give me like a sense of community. I'm a daddy's girl. I love my baby. I still have my mom. That's my girl too. That's my Rolly. And then yeah, like, I don't know. I like to write. When I was younger, I used to write a lot. Like growing up, I would write a lot. I have kind of like scaled back from writing, but when like my heart is compelled, or when there's something like really weighing on me, I'll definitely like write out my thoughts and stuff. I like arts and crafts and do-it-yourself home decor. Like, I'm not one of those type of girls who's like, I don't want to do that. No, teach me something, show me something. I want to learn how to do it. Like, I'll get on YouTube really quick and learn how to build a table, which I've done before. Or I want to do some home decor, like, or let's I don't know, reconstruct the bathroom. I get my tool belt out, I got my drill. Yeah, let's go. I'm all for it. Like, I cut my own grass. I don't mind getting dirty. Take me fishing. Maybe even camping. I don't know about camping. Maybe. I think about it. You want to sleep outside? What? That's crazy. But yeah, like, I'm into a lot of things. I like sports, music, and I listen to anything. Like, from country music to rock. And if you grew up in an era where I grew up in, like, we listen to everything. I don't know. Maybe I just kind of gave y'all an idea how old I am, how young I am, because I'm not old. And don't play with me. Play with your mama. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know. But I did a lot of research, and I watched a lot of other like women's like YouTubes and podcasts and how they had everything set up. So what do y'all think? Did I do good or not? And then let me tell you how fancy I am, because I'm recording on my phone and I'm recording on my laptop. So if you kind of like see like 2 different lightings and you're like, wait a minute, her head's cut off, it's because I've like inserted different clips depending on which angle I like better. Ooh. Isn't that crazy? God is good. Life is great, y'all. Yeah, just, I don't know, y'all. I just want to share my life with the world at this point. Like, so many goals, so many plans, so many stories to share, full of knowledge and experience. And even at my young age, like, I just hopefully like my testimonial could reach someone and just really inspire. And that's kind of the goal, right? I've a while ago, like when I would talk about this in certain settings, like I would be like a beacon of light, and being that to anyone I come in contact with, or a conversation that I encounter with anybody, it's always important to me that they take away something from the experience with me, right? Because every interaction with people is an experience, right? So I always like to make sure, you know, that the experience is a good one, that they're like, damn, she really made me feel good. That's really important to me. So that was another reason why I wanted to do the podcast, to hopefully be able, you know, to reach and touch lives. And yeah, we're gonna get there, y'all. So I started an Instagram page. I got Facebook. We got YouTube. I'm working on TikTok. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. And I'm just gonna tell you guys, like I said, my story is like, how in the fuck am I able to, as a single mom with a kid and a job and 2 businesses and aspirations and friends and a life outside of all those things, how do I do it? How do I do it on a day-to-day? How do I not lose my shit? Which I'm saying I don't, because, you know, life be happening. Things be happening. But I like I said, I got to keep it together, you know? I'm Superwoman, you know? So, yeah, you know, just... y'all hang out. Just hang out. We in for a wild ride. I feel like I can't say that enough, that we're in for a wild ride. But I see my personality is like going off and on, in and out. But yeah, y'all. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great show. Again, yeah, I'm excited. I'm not gonna keep y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Again, my name is Shantae. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode, my introduction episode of Love Always Sean. And it's gonna be great, y'all. It's gonna be great. And if there's anybody out there who's having a hard time about starting a goal, be patient with yourself. Slow steps, baby steps, one foot in front of the other. And slow progress is still progress. You're still moving forward. Be patient with yourself. Like I said, initially this idea came to mind back in 2008. And here it is, the end of 2024. And I'm just now doing something about it. And honestly, I feel like I'm ready. I can't be more excited about it. I've helped other people execute their goals and plans and put mine on the back burner. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm here doing the damn thing for me now. And again, I can't be more happy about it. And I can't wait to share all of my stories about good times, bad times, and ups and downs. You know, friends, foes, relationships, situationships, everything. Like, let's get into it. What's up? So yeah, again, thanks for tuning in. Love Always Sean. Love y'all.